Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on an update that I've done since the last video on my son's Siskiu D5. As you might have seen in the last video, I had installed the buckless air fork and I still have it right back here. But based on some feedback on the Facebook page, I decided that I wanted to put a more name brand fork on my son's D5 just for reliability reasons. And if it was for me, I'd probably still try it out and ride it for a little while, but just for my peace of mind, I just went ahead and updated it. And what I ended up going with is the Manitou Markhor, I believe is how you say it. And yeah, it went on real easy. One of the things that made it easy is when I first started working on this bike, I had taken the whole headset apart just to see how the grease situation was. And when I did that, one of the bearings fell out of the bearing cage, and so I had a hard time getting it back. And so I decided to go ahead and order a sealed bearing headset. So I ended up buying, based off of, I believe it was off of the KevCentral YouTube channel, I decided to install a Risk headset because it comes with the crown race for a straight steer and for a tapered. So I originally had used the taper crown race on that buckless and went on just fine. But when I decided to install this Manitou, it's a straight steer. So I used the crown race that came for the straight steer, and it just went right on in. The other nice thing, and we'll see how the reliability holds out, but the crown race actually has a small gap in it, which made it simple to install. I don't know if you've seen some videos on the other ones where some of them you've got to use a tool or pound them down. These crown races went right on real smooth with just a little extra grease. So that's what we've done to replace the fork. Looks nice, went on pretty easy. And once he has a chance to get out and ride it, I'll give you another update. Now, one thing that made this project a lot easier was I went out and bought the correct tools off of Amazon. Now, they were relatively cheap, and so I bought this. This is a cup removal tool. I've seen several folks that have made their own, but I'm not engineeringly inclined to do that, so I went ahead and bought it. Relatively cheap. I probably didn't spend more than 20 bucks on it. The other thing I bought was a cup press. Another tool that I bought off of Amazon. It made installing the cups for the new headset extremely easy. And again, I think maybe this one was $25. I don't really remember, but I'll put a link down in the description to both of these. So my next project on this bike, we made a trip recently out to Spider Mountain. And my son was having a lot of slipping off of his rear tire. The grip just wasn't there for that type of terrain. So my next project on his bike is going to be changing out the tires. I believe I'm going to go with a Maxxis Aggressor on the rear. And I'm still debating on the front, but I'm definitely going to get that Maxxis Aggressor for the rear. So that'll be my next video when I do buy those and try to turn these into tubeless wheel setup. And if you're interested in that, give me a subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Thanks.